Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts, and toy collectors? This is Odie, and thank you so very much for stopping by my channel. So this is it. This is my huge, basically almost 80 pieces of Hot Wheels I picked up from my man Dave over at Camaros in Somerville, Massachusetts. And yeah, I pay a little bit more. And as much as, obviously he's awesome. He hooks me up with a lot of things, but when it comes to Hot Wheels, he prices them at $1.50. I know that's a little high for some of us. It is for me, for sure. I really am so used to the whole dollar thing, 97 cents, 96 cents, whatever. But when it's an older car, I guess it's definitely worth it. So I'm not complaining. But yeah, these were all $1.50. It's funny, I counted. I thought I had exactly 80, but once I got home, I only had 78 of them. So unfortunately, I paid for 2 extra ones. Not a big deal. $3. Who cares, right? But anyway, so this is gonna be long. I'm gonna do two portions, 2 parts for the video. So I just kind of want to explain where we were at. Most of these cars, I want to say they're from maybe, I don't think any later than 2008, and no newer than maybe 2012. But they all seem to be a lot from 2010. So as you can see here, first one. Now that I killed a minute and 20 seconds just babbling. This is the Mustang funny car, as you can see. The picture looks awesome. The real thing isn't as awesome looking, but hey, it's still cool. And I'm obviously, not obviously because you didn't know this, but I'm actually going to crack open a few of these as I go. So, here we have the very nice Range Rover. And I like this one a lot. I mean, the flames, it looks like it's actually on fire, so it's not like, it's not really like the temples I don't think are that cool, but I do like the red. I think it looks pretty sick. It's a lot better than that green one that everybody seems to have with the UK flag. Nothing wrong with the flag, I like the flag, but I'm just saying that color itself, typical, English cars, that they're green. The Baja Breaker, and this is the Goodyear one, pretty nice. I like the pictured one again a little bit more. It has the deep dish rims, unlike the actual one that's here. But I digress, I guess. We have some Porsches, very cool. This is the Carrera GT in yellow. I think I had this a long time ago, but somehow I got rid of it. So I have it again. The 911 GT2, beautiful black, obviously tamples in the back and in the front. Actually, that's glass, plastic, so they definitely take care of the European brands. Here we have this very cool GT3 RS Rennsport. It's pretty sweet. And I believe this is actually a newer model than that GT2. I could be wrong. Looks like it, though. One of my faves, one that's actually I could probably afford in this lifetime. This is the Cayman S. It's pretty nice. That GT4, I believe, is an amazing, amazing vehicle. It is only a quarter of the price of a 911, and it almost outperforms a 911. So I don't know what's going on with Porsche, but when you introduce a car that is a quarter of the price of your big 911, it's pretty crazy. I'm sure they've been selling a lot of them. So, but yeah, there's your Carrera. Anyway, next we have a couple of DeLoreans DMC12. They're different colors, but I figured I'd just bring them out at the same time. So I have these cars open, but I didn't have any sealed versions of these particular two. Plus, that's a shortcut, and those are always cool to have. And then you have your gold one there. So there you go. Next we have, this will be my third one, Bugatti Veyron. These are pretty tough to find, it seems. But this is funky blue with that silver. Again, templed back, front. Again, take care of the Europeans. We have a pair of Camaros. I'm bringing, 2 at a time or 3 if it's the same brand, just to, make the video faster. But anyway, yeah, so we have this is the Indianapolis 500, is it? Yeah. Yeah, Indianapolis 500. And the bottom is an Indianapolis 500 too. Now, the only kind of thing is this is the concept version without the little antenna. And then that's the regular, like production vehicle with the starter antenna. But they're both 2010s. So there you go. Next we have some BMWs. I'll bring this one along first. So this is your GT2 M3. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous car. Gorgeous. And all black. And they actually didn't tampo this one. But it is a racing car, so who cares? It has the M there. So pretty sweet. And then here we have a pair of Z4s, or Z4Ms. And these are very nice too. And they actually didn't tampo the back of these either. Very surprising. You have your little BMW logo there. So these are sexy, sexy cars. I like them a lot. Can't believe I never actually, I know I was collecting Hot Wheels then, but for some reason I missed these. But anyway. Now we're going to get into some classics. 40s Woody. Nice. I love these damn Woodies. They're so cool. So, so cool. 1953 Cadillac. Very nice. Looks like an El Camino Ranchero type. So, tampoed headlights, pretty sweet. And we have another caddy. This is the 57. And I actually showed you guys a 57 just recently, a couple days ago, on my last video. So this is my second one ever. These things are beast though. They're so big. So they don't even fit in your plastic cases and stuff like that. So it kind of sucks, but still pretty cool. Still sticking with the oldies. Well, this isn't really, well, it kind of isn't. It's a Fiat 500C. So nothing super special about it, but anyway. So here we go. Purple Passion, based on a Mercury vehicle. Very nice, with the American flag tampo. I love it. Love it. This is part of the Star and Spangled 4 of 5. Now, what are the other ones? Mustang 65, Tiber 57, Chevy 57. Nice. Purple Passion, Corvette 1963. Wow, this is definitely, I want all 5 of them, especially if they all come with flags. Next, we have the Tail Dragger, based on a Ford. Very nice. Very, very nice. And actually, for those of you that are, obviously, for those of you that are veterans, already know this, don't care, but if you're starting out, if you look at the front there of that Woody, very similar, and that's because, again, it's a Ford, and they're based on the same, almost the same years, really. So that was their style for Ford back then. So there you go. Little history lesson. Next we have the Wileys Coupe, which is pretty nice. Very short-lived American brand. Definitely 1940s, as you can see, that's a 41, but I want to say they started in 1937 and probably ended production in 42 or 44. It's unfortunate, it happens. They tried, they gave it 5-6 years, but they just collapsed. And then I believe somebody bought them over, but I can't remember who. But it's still a beautiful car. Again, it's the era. It's the 40s era. So, it's the big point front there. Those cars are not like today. They were metal, not even aluminum. They're like, I'm talking like steel metal. And yeah, they were pretty awesome vehicles. So, an era that we will never ever see again, unfortunately. 32 Ford. Pretty nice little hot rod. I have a few of these, and different colors. But yeah, one of my faves. I have a lot of faves, unfortunately. My English friend Dave was, because he's from England, he was telling me, you're such a gearhead. I'm like, I know, I can't help it. I love cars. 32 Ford Vicky. So same year, but just a different model. So again, folks, even back then, you know, the companies already had 2 or 3 different models, depending, you know, maybe one was a 4-seater for the family or a 2-seater for the younger crowd, you know, like their hot rods, stuff like that. Bring all 3 of these out. This is your Passin Gasser. I believe Passin Gasser is also based on a Ford, but I'm not 100% sure. For those of you that are hardcore collectors and you know your history, please let me know. Because I would like to put this in my Ford case, if it is. But I'm not 100% sure. So these 2 came out the same year. Obviously, these are the alternate colors of each other. Pretty nice purple, yellow. It's different. They got the thin super tires there. And then this is, I think, a year later, maybe? 2010. Or maybe this is actually the older one. These are the newer ones. Let's see. No, yeah, 2008. There, it's right there. Yeah, so this is 2 years later. It's another main line. And this is your Mr. Gasket in red. And I believe there might have been another color on this. So I'll have to hunt it down. Here we have a... let's do these 2 first. These very nice Deuce Roadsters. And again, see, this is another vehicle that might be based on a Ford, but I'm not 100% sure. So this is pretty cool. 2010, this is 2000 first edition. A lot of people think this is a Zamac, and yes, to a point it is a Zamac, but it's not a true Zamac. Meaning it's not like the Batmobile of that same year, I think it was, that was released, and you know, it's like $150. So this is the $2 if you're lucky. So I think every single first edition of this was in this Zamac color, but I could be wrong. Either way, I checked that out. It's only like $2 to $5 at most. But I gotta say, I like the black one a lot more with that really cool flame. Cool. And then last but not least for this segment of this part 1, we got some 57 Chevys. One of my favorite Chevys of all time. So here, this is the Dale Jr Pics. Pretty interesting collection of what he would pick. Obviously, he drives for Chevy or GM, really. But there's Chrysler. That's Chevy. The Rockster is kind of like a Hummer. I don't know what the quarter mile coupe is, or the split vision, salt shaker. I don't know any of these. Super modified F Racer. So not all of them are Chevy, but it's cool that he picked, you know, a Mopar. So it's just a beautiful car. I like it with his number, his racing number 88. It's pretty cool. So then some regular ones from the main line. You have this nice blue card, yellow with the red there, as you can see, with the engine blown, which is even nicer. Not very realistic, but it's still cool. And then you got a pair of these bad boys. So this is part of that same Star Spangle that I showed you. This is your 57 Chevy. And what's cool about it is that you got the Razor rims. I believe that's the Razor rims, right? And then you have your 5-spoke. So that's pretty cool. I like when they do that. You know, this is like an era that you don't really see that anymore. And if you do, it's like a super era. So it's not like they're in between and they just change rims because they ran out. I don't know. You really don't see the alternate rims anymore. So I kind of miss that with Hot Wheels. You just don't really see it. But anyway, that's cool. So then this is the first part of my toy haul, 22nd toy haul of the year, but it's still week 50. And I apologize if I didn't mention that in the middle. But on my last video, I said, oh, I have a new week of toy hauling, and it is, and it's still part of this new week. But anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? But yeah, there you go. All right, guys, I will see you guys later. Peace later. Thanks for viewing.